When the sirens start to wail at Lithuania's Šiauliai airbase, the clock starts ticking. NATO command wants fighter jet pilots here to be able to take off within 15 minutes. Captain Giuseppe has been training in a Eurofighter since the beginning of the year. The Italian troops based here are on high alert day in, day out.
I like it. It hurts. It beats a lot, very hard. For example, you're just relaxed and you feel this alarm goes off and you just have to run as fast as you can. And few minutes, you're like 30,000 feet, maybe supersonic. And it's something that really is difficult to imagine, but it's an emotion very, very, very hard.
Since Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania joined the alliance in 2004, a number of NATO members have been guarding the airspace over the Baltic states. Their own military forces didn't have the planes to do it. 4 Italian and 4 Polish fighter jets have been sharing the task since January. The fighter bombers intercept unannounced planes that appear on the radar. Since the beginning of the crisis in Ukraine, the airspace over the Baltic republics has been violated more and more often by Russian jets. 150 incidents over the Baltic last year alone.
I think it's very exciting, to meet Russian aircrafts during our mission, just to see how they are behaving during their flights and what their capabilities are. I think it's a very big advantage for us to be here.
It's ironic that the Polish fighter jets are MiGs, a Soviet design. Now repainted, modernised and beefed up, they take off from a former Soviet airbase built in Lithuania during the Cold War. Back then, up to 20,000 troops or more were stationed here. Potential NATO adversaries. The Baltic republics were occupied by the Soviet Union for half a century. After Moscow's annexation of Crimea, many Lithuanians are worried they could be occupied by the Russians.
I think a lot of Lithuanian people is afraid of Russia to be a war.
Our independence is very important to us. I was 18 years old in 1991 when Russian tanks rolled through the streets and their soldiers attacked people here. Back then I thought how great it would be to be independent and free. Now we've achieved that and can make our own decisions.
Those European, all culture is for me is everything. I born with that, and I hope that I'm gonna die with that.
Captain Yeva says the Lithuanians have learned from history. She grew up in Šiauliai. Located in the north, not far from the border with Latvia, it's the 4th largest city in the country.
I could tell you that I was the first generation of free Lithuanian kid who started to go to the school, and I could never even imagine that the NATO gonna be here in my country and gonna help almost 11 years to secure Lithuanian, Latvian and Estonian airspace. For us it's very important. At this moment we're not alone anymore.
To what extent would you say are events in Ukraine a concern for you?
Personally for me, I'm an officer, I'm ready for everything.
A confident statement in a time of great uncertainty. Lithuania's small army views Russian military manoeuvres close to the border with more distrust than ever. The government here has just decided to reintroduce the draft. 25 years after the dissolution of the Soviet Union, tensions are once again high in the Baltic republics. But this time, they're members of NATO.